Did you know trauma isn't just stored as a story or memory of a past experience? It's stored as sensations. Wow, did you know that? Let's get into it. Here are 10 crazy facts about trauma. Comment below on the ones you were surprised about. Number 1. Trauma isn't stored as a story. It's stored as sensations. When something scary or overwhelming happens, the brain doesn't always save it like a normal memory. Instead of remembering it as a clear story with a beginning and end, the body remembers feelings like tight muscles, a fast heartbeat, or feeling sick to your stomach. That's why someone might not remember exactly what happened, but still feel bad in certain situations, and at times they can't quite put a finger on why. This is why trauma can feel confusing. A person might suddenly feel scared, angry, or uncomfortable without knowing why. Their body is reacting to a feeling it remembers, even if their mind doesn't remember the event clearly. It is important to understand that nothing is wrong with them. This is how the brain tries to protect itself. So, why it feels like the present sometimes. When something scary happens, the thinking part of the brain can shut down. Because of that, the brain doesn't clearly mark the memory as something that already happened. Later on, the body can react as if the danger is happening right now, even when it's not. That's why it can feel like this is happening again instead of that happened in the past. This brings me to fact 2. Your body can react to trauma before your brain knows why. The body's job is to keep you safe. When it senses danger, it can react before you even think about it. Your heart may race, your muscles may tense, or you may want to run or freeze, all before your brain has time to figure out what's going on. This is why people sometimes say, "I don't know why I reacted like that." Their body reacted first to protect them. It's not a choice or bad behavior. It's an automatic safety response that happens very fast. Fact 4. Trauma can change how time feels. Trauma can confuse the brain's sense of time. Instead of remembering events in order, the brain mixes things up, making past experiences feel like they are happening right now. This can make someone feel stuck in the past or feel like memories come in pieces instead of a clear story. Complex trauma can also change how we experience time. It can make the past, present, and future feel separate instead of connected, like a timeline. Another thing to note is that during a traumatic event, time can feel strange. Some people feel like everything happens in slow motion, while others feel like time skips or disappears. This happens because the brain is focused on survival, not on tracking time. Later on, this can make memories feel blurry or broken. Someone might remember some parts very clearly and other parts not at all. This doesn't mean they're lying or forgetting on purpose. Their brain was doing its best to help them survive. Fact 5. Trauma can look like laziness, anger, not caring, or lack of motivation, but it usually isn't. Often, it's the body trying to protect itself by shutting down or freezing. When someone has been under a lot of stress for a long time, their nervous system gets tired, which can cause exhaustion, fear of messing up, or feeling emotionally numb. Did you know that being in survival mode uses a lot of energy? Yup. This can make it hard to focus, get started on tasks, or stay motivated. Trauma can make it harder for the brain to plan, stay organized, or get started on tasks. Even small things can feel really overwhelming. Sometimes past trauma teaches the brain that trying or doing well might lead to pain or disappointment, so the brain tries to avoid effort to stay safe. Other times, trauma can show up as anger or frustration. This doesn't mean the person is mean or lazy. It means their nervous system is overwhelmed and needs support, rest, and understanding, not punishment. This brings me to fact 6. Did you know that chronic stress can physically reshape the brain? If someone lives with stress or trauma for a long time, their brain can change. The part of the brain that looks for danger can become extra sensitive, while the parts that help with memory and calm thinking can become weaker. The good news is that the brain can also heal and change in positive ways. With safety, support, and healthy coping skills, the brain can relearn how to relax and feel safe again. Fact 7. Trauma can show up as physical illness with no clear medical cause. Trauma doesn't just affect feelings, it can affect the body too. Some people get headaches, stomach aches, or body pain or feel sick often, even when doctors can't find a clear reason. These body reactions, called somatic symptoms, can include ongoing pain, stomach problems like IBS, migraines, feeling very tired, and tension headaches. This happens because stress chemicals in the body stay turned on too long. When the body is under stress for a long time, it can start to break down in small ways. Chronic stress is believed to speed up the gradual loss of brain function over time, speeding up the aging process and resulting in an earlier appearance of cognitive decline like Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. Treating both the body and emotional stress can help people feel better. Making healthy choices like getting enough sleep, eating well, staying active, and finding joy can help your brain become stronger and less inflamed over time. Fact 8. Your nervous system can get stuck in survival mode. After trauma, the body may act like danger is always nearby. Even when things are calm, the nervous system stays on high alert or completely shuts down. This can cause jumpiness, numbness, or feeling disconnected. This isn't because someone is weak or dramatic. Their body learned this pattern to stay alive. Healing means helping the nervous system learn that the danger is over and that it's okay to relax again. There are many ways to heal a stuck nervous system, such as seeking professional support and practicing techniques like deep breathing and mindfulness. Thanks for hanging in there. Let's continue. Fact 9. Trauma responses can be passed down through families. Did you know that? Trauma can affect how adults behave, cope, and respond to stress. Children can learn these patterns just by growing up around them. This means trauma can be passed down even without talking about it. Specifically, this is called generational trauma. It means that stress or trauma from parents or caregivers can affect children too. It can change how kids act, manage their emotions, and feel mentally. Some children may feel anxious or afraid without knowing why, because their bodies and brains learn these stress responses from the adults around them. Common signs include irrational fears, chronic anxiety, and recurring negative relationship patterns. Some research also shows that stress can affect how genes work, which may impact future generations. One well-known research example comes from studies of children of Holocaust survivors. Scientists found that many children of people who lived through extreme trauma showed higher stress responses, even though they did not experience the trauma themselves. The parents' trauma didn't change the genes themselves, but it changed how the genes were turned on or off. These changes were passed down to their children, making the children more sensitive to stress and anxiety. In generational trauma, healing trauma doesn't just help one person. It can help families and future generations too. Therefore, even though generational trauma can be hard, it doesn't have to continue. It can be helped through therapy, trauma-informed care, and making thoughtful, healthy choices about how we act and respond. You made it to the last fun fact. If you are enjoying the video, please share it with others so that they can benefit from the information as well. Also, remember to like and subscribe. Let's proceed. Number 10. Healing trauma is about teaching the body it's safe again. Talking about trauma can help, but it's not always enough. Since trauma lives in the body, healing also happens through the body, using breathing, movement, routines, and safe connections with people. Healing doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means helping the body learn that the danger is over. With time, support, and patience, people can feel calmer, stronger, and more in control again. A place of healing is a wonderful feeling. Healing takes time, But if you stay committed and make the most of each day, it will happen. Life is short. Do something that makes you happy. Dance, laugh, and take that trip you have been eyeing. Remember to make yourself a priority and know that self-care is not selfish. Do something wonderful for yourself and someone today. See you in the next video.